Yeah, I found this little stereo ghetto blaster in the alley the other day. The radio was working good. It's FM. It's got a double cassette tape. It's even got a phono for you to put a record player onto this, which is kind of cool. You put you put the record player onto that mode. So a lot of them don't have that, right? It's a cheap make. Emerson's kind of a cheapo, but it's heavy. It's got some weight, so I'm just gonna scrap it. But I think I might maybe try to sell it to someone. It's got battery power too, so you can run a battery or house power. I'm not sure if the cassette's working. I've never tested it yet, but stop and check. Oh, it's working. A little bit noisy. Eject this one here. A little bit dusty inside. I think it's gonna work. It's actually quite nice. It's a CTR 949B Emerson. So it works. So I think I might, like I say, hold on to it. Not just throw it in the shred pile. Okay. Okay, here's my load. This is my little red van. So I'm gonna take this. See what's on the side. It's basically loaded to the top. Okay, so I'll take that now. Look on the other side. My weight van's full. You saw yesterday. Still have a appliance sitting there. I can't open this one right now, but as you can see, full right to the top. Okay, let's just dump this and see how it goes on this one. I'm thinking 1,000 pounds, possibly. Hard to say. I'd say maybe 800 for sure. I don't know about 1,000, but we'll see. Okay. Okay, just want to see how the scrapyard here is. If they're pretty busy, I'm coming here next. Dump this load. Put all my AC units and stuff in it. Yeah, I actually want that small one there. I don't know if it'll fit my van. Okay, so I'm gonna go right now. Dump this here. Okay, stand by. Okay, took the material back. Price drop, which was lousy. $10 cheaper now, so for tin. $48, 800 pounds on there. So not that great, but anyways, whatever. So price is gonna start dropping, I think, and you know, would have been nice to get a good $10 more. Let's see if that thing fits in my van. If it fits in my van, I'm gonna take it. Stay close, but not too close. Got a window there. I was ready to run into it. God, it's an idiots who break windows right there, middle of the road. It's a joke. I like that one. I just wonder if it'll fit my van. Let me see. Not sure if it will fit or not. It looks pretty big. But I like this. Big question, will it fit? Doesn't fit. That's a bummer. Oh well. Have to grab it another time. Even my big van with that wheelchair lift won't go between there. Okay, we'll come back. Here's the material I'm taking. 4 AC units. The other one's really big and it's got lots of copper and fins and stuff in there. 3 sump pumps, 2 floor polishers. The 2 sides here I'm taking as is. The bolts look pretty rusty, but it's not that much steel on there, so it's pretty heavy. Maybe like 10 pounds of steel, but it's got to be at least 40 pounds, 50 pounds. Pretty heavy. I got one brass fitting here. I tried cutting it and stuff. It's just kind of a pain. So see what they pay. I think they pay like $1 a pound for that. I think so. That aluminum box and some mixed aluminum. A couple things might be dirty, but generally it's fairly clean. There's some zinc and stuff mixed in here. And I got a dirty film projector here. It's aluminum, cast aluminum. I think the face is steel. Yeah, but the rest is all aluminum. This is aluminum too, cast. It's got steel on the inside, so this will be mostly clean, fairly clean. This will be your dirty stuff. Okay, we're gonna go to the Asian yard. I talked to my main scrap guy. He told me to put these air conditioners in a scrap. In tin pile. Well, that's only 6 cents a pound. There's a lot more stuff in there than the 6 cents a pound. So I'm going to take it to the other yard. I'm not sure what they paid. It used to pay 22 cents for those, but I'm not sure. They're always up and down. One guy pays better than the other guy, and prices vary. So we'll see. I'll let you know what the sideboards go for and what the AC units go for. That's a big question mark. We'll see if it's worth selling them the way they are. I just don't want to deal with the Freon and all the other stuff in there and the oils and all that. So, and plus I'm trying to get my yard clean. This stuff's been sitting so long. It's been sitting since the summer, this stuff. Most of the stuff here anyways, right? And my theory is just to, you know, just got to move the stuff right. Like this box is a little dirty, not too bad. So I'm going to probably get a fairly clean price for it because there's no plastic on there. Just a couple pieces of metal on there, nothing too major. So I would say close to 40 cents for that box alone, a pound. So, and you know, I have so many different boxes and stuff. I don't really need it. So, I mean, if I keep hauling stuff home and then keep having boxes and containers, I mean, pretty soon I have no room for anything else, right? So, end result is, like I say, I'm gonna just scrap it the way it is. You know, it's just not too bad. It's got some steel rivets here, I think. Well, it has the hinges steel here, so most of it's welded, the box, but the rivets are steel and the hinges steel, and then you have a latch here. Well, you know, I'm gonna find out how much the box is worth. Curious. The AC units, I'll let you know, and the sideboard, and it's got 2 little brackets, steel brackets about that long. At the most, probably like maybe 8 pounds, 10 pounds at the most, if it's not even that much. It'll only be 5 pounds on there, but we'll let you know on the price on that. Okay. Okay. What the hell? Over here. Okay, we're at the yard, Asian yard. If you want a good yard, this is the yard to go. Where did my bin go? Don't tell me to trash that bin that I wanted. I don't know if maybe it was that one there. It wasn't bent on the top there. Who knows? But you don't see them without liners too often. They're using one right now for big steel. That's the my bin, the one right there. They're putting big steel in it. Big oversized rims for trucks or brake casting. Okay, well I'm here, so let's back up a little more just because there. You have some people here. Okay, so what I'll do is unload this. I'll tell you the prices on what I can. because a lot of times they rush through here and don't tell you nothing. Okay, stay tuned. Okay, so ended up keeping this running board, because he told me if I took the plastic ends off, it'd be like 45 cents versus 20 cents the way it is. So if I might as well, you know, double my money. So it's at least 40 pounds for sure. So I said, forget it, I'm gonna just take it with me, which I did. The AC units, he only gave me 15 cents. He says, well, it can't, he knows, you know, that's what it is. They don't want to pay. So I sold the AC units anyways, is what it is. What else was I had? I had running board. Oh yeah, okay. I had a little bit of dirty aluminum. Not too bad, you know, a couple of screws, little things like that. Nothing too major. 40 cents he paid. And also that big chunky brass valve with the mostly steel mixed in there. They gave me $1.60 a pound. It was like 9 pounds. So I mean, like, they pay good on certain things, and some things they pay a lot less. So it's kind of what it is there. But well, AC units, like I say, I almost got $30 for the units. It was 190 pounds, all 4 of those. That's pretty close to $30, right? So it wasn't too bad. Also, like the running board, like I say, I'm just gonna pull plastic off anyways. They don't want plastic. That's the biggest problem. If it has no plastic, they'll take anything with anything dirty. So if you're gonna take metals here, make sure you take the plastic off at least. Even if you don't clean it very much, just take the plastic off. Because what the country comes, when you go take the country there in China, they're gonna look at it and say, pollution, plastic, where it's gonna go? It's gonna go to landfill. They kind of barred all plastics basically. So, well, which is okay, it's good for their environment, but the problem is, it's way too late. They should do this years ago, but that's okay. What it is it's, you know, it's done now. But the end fact is, awesome. Got rid of a van load, as you see. The running board, I'll just cut the plastic off. The 2 ends, a little bit of plastic on the ends, and that's extrusion. That's he thought it was just like a light duty. No, that's heavy duty. So he said 45 cents for that one. Just take off the 2 ends. On each side, there's 2 ends. So 4 pieces of plastic, and I'll take the bubble wrap off it. Done deal, and I'll bring it back next day or so. Okay, so we're gonna keep venturing. I saw a freezer sitting at a complex. I'm gonna put that in here. Then I'm gonna grab something to eat. Then I'm gonna dump the big white van. That's a full load. Problem is tin dropped, so I lost $4 on the first load today. And I'll probably end up losing probably $10 on the next load, or 6 or 7 anyways. But I'm thinking about maybe 1,400 pounds in that white van, because I got a lot of appliances in there. I think I got 3 fridges, I got a washing machine, a stove, a little freezer, I got bikes in there. And even with the bikes, you know, I was just thinking, you know, I could sell the bike basically with a tire on there. So they're only giving me, you know, well, 6 cents a pound. So with a tire, I mean, then I gotta take the tire off. I gotta deal with it. I gotta take it to my recycle guy, cut the spokes off. So I'm thinking maybe I'll just leave it on a bike together and just dump it for now. Because the prices, they're only gonna pay like 38 cents or 39 cents a pound clean. So then I gotta cut all the spokes off and deal with everything. I might as well just leave it on the bike for now. And when the prices were like 60, 70 cents, it's definitely worth it. Really worth it, right? And he says, the Asian yard told me the price is gonna go a lot lower. He said, keep dropping steady. So, and they know they got direct pipeline to China, so they're knowing how their economy, what they're accepting, and how low the prices are gonna go. But you know who to thank for that, which is good and bad on both sides, right? He's trying to, like I say, build his economy up there, but problem is he started too late. It should have been done, like, you know, 20 years ago when this all started, right? I mean, as soon as they started going from, well, originally, like I say, okay, it was made in the US, then it was made in England, made in Germany. These were good products. When it said made in the US, good quality, good electronics, made in the US. Then it was made in Japan. Then they started going from Japan to Taiwan, Korea. Then when it went to China, it seemed like the quality went so far down. But I'm not blaming China for the quality. It's what the consumer wants to pay. These big corporation greed, they'll say, okay, well, good quality parts, $100 to make this. Just give me parts that last 2 years. We don't care. You put the chemicals in there. Okay, we'll do it for $40. That's what it is. They're making the products cheap. So it's not really the country. China's got good quality stuff, but you got to pay big money for it. It's the fact is, it's a U.S. companies, it could be Canadian, it could be anywhere around the world that take stuff to China. They want to pay the lowest dollar. They say, make this item, I want to pay $10. It's impossible. No one can do it for $10. Well, they somehow manage to do it. That's what's happening. And now the tariffs basically affect them big time, because they're pumping all this crap out dirt cheap and really making no money. And now these tariffs, they're even making less money. And the consumers could be paying as a consumer in the US or Canada or anywhere that, well, wherever, like especially in America, like if you put tariffs on everything, you're buying a VCR, you put 15% tariff on a $100 VCR, well, you're paying $15 more for your products. So the end fact is, it's going to hurt everybody on both sides of the border. You know, it may land a few jobs, but it's the whole picture. You got 250 million people in say in the US versus, you know, maybe 100,000 people working. You're not getting 20 million people working. These tariffs aren't giving you that much money. But I guess I'm kind of thinking what he's trying to do is, he probably owes China trillions of dollars, which they can never pay it. But I guess with tariffs, you know, this is a form of getting payment. But in the long run, it's not going to work, because, you know, they'll make money the first couple of years, then there'll be alternate things. Other people, they just don't want to sell no more. You know, so they'll have to be forced to make products in the U.S., which they should. I don't know why they can't. They got a big population, you got lots of land. Like, we don't have land here, say in the West Coast, for instance. We have it in the prairies, but, you know, if we had lots of land, we could have factories. We cannot do it here. But in the States, they could. There's so much abandoned factories out there and so much real estate, they could easily build factories again. They got the space. And, you know, they still have cheap labor in the States too. Not everybody's making big money. Just, you know, they got these unions that pay good money. But you can have these unions that are paid, like, say, $15, $17, little assembly line unions. Nothing too high end. You don't have to be super smart. Maybe put, you know, part-time people in there. People that are older, maybe that need to make extra money, or people on disability, you know. But obviously a family man, you know, if he has, like, you know, kids and stuff to support, he can't work for that kind of money. But elderly people, like Walmart is good. They put older people in there. They put sometimes people that have disabilities in there, and it gives them employment, right? Versus where these old people work. They can't work nowhere no more. Either they greet you or help you look for stuff. It works out really great. But they gotta do something to that in America too. Send these assembly lines up for the elderly people, people that need the money, the extra income. Same, you know, if you're on disability, you make a small amount of money, but if you can make $500 or $600 more a month without really paying much tax, that's a big boost to their economy and to the people. You know, helps people out, right? That's why, like, you know, I deal with my brother working sometimes. He's on disability, so you know, you give a couple bucks here and there. You know, it helps him, right, when he works for my demolition company. You know, but they promise you can only make so much. You can make maybe $1,000 a month, say, for instance. That's about it. But the thing is, it's still a big boost if you don't have much money anyways, right? It helps a lot. But that's my kind of point of view on the tariffs. But like I say, so what, they're gonna have to iron it out, because it's gonna get to a point where it's gonna be a major recession coming. They're already talking about it. And what's gonna happen is, when you get a bad recession, no one's making money. It's just ridiculous. What's this right here on the side of the road? Oh, look at that filing cabinet. Let me go get that. You know, I totally forgot about this freezer. I went the wrong way, talking about stuff and so on. But okay, so I'm gonna grab that right now, and then I grab the freezer right after. Okay. Hopefully I can fill this van up with whatever's in my yard, make a decent load. Okay, it's windy. This guy throws out quite a bit of stuff once in a while. Got stuff here before. too heavy. And it's small enough to fit in there. Okay, let's grab that freezer. Stay tuned. Bingo. So that's a different ball game now. I have to dump the white van, grab those 2 fridges, and then get the freezer on here. I'm gonna cancel my lunch right now because I get an hour to unload the van, get it all ready, unload that and everything, and come back at the 2 fridges. It's unbelievable the amount of stuff out there. You saw it, plain view. Okay, I decided to come back with my van, and just since it's really close to my house. So this one says they see it works. But anyways, I don't really care. No, we can't sell these things. Okay, so I'm gonna put this in. It's a heavy one. Might go grab that deep freeze. Might fit right here, and then I come back, dump this, take this, and then go for lunch. This looked like it was a deep freeze, it's a bar fridge. Wow. Let's get some weights. So it fits perfectly, perfect. I thought it looked like a deep freeze from way up there. There was a guy here earlier looking for garbage, but you think he would cut the cord, but he never cut the cord. This will look while I'm here, because I think people move out. I found computers in there before. Okay, awesome. Let's keep moving. Okay, number 2 fridge. I'm looking about dolly because it's got a pipes there. Can't really drive there. I couldn't get it up. This one's really light compared to the other one. Okay, let's get back. How you doing? Weed eater here. That's pretty old but very heavy. Might work, might not work. There's a bee right there. I found a couple light fixtures over there. Okay, time to move on and go home, grab the other van. Okay, I got a full load here. So basically, I'm dumping this van here now. Trying to show you a little bit about the van, but it's pretty loaded there, pretty full, right? So it's the best I can show you. I'm not cut for time here. Now I have to go to dump this van, load these appliances on, grab the other stuff from my other house, and then this will be all done for what I want to do. These have to go on. It's a fridge in my car, and then I got a bunch of dispensers and microwaves and different things at the other house. Okay, stay tuned. I'll let you know what the weight is and so on. Okay, I took that load back. It was 1,180 pounds. Wasn't very much, only $70.75, so it was a bit low, but I guess we got it pretty quick. So, but you know, like I say, it's you just never know. It's hit and miss. I cut the cords off, all the cords that are easy, but not really much there for cords. But anyways, I kept one fluorescent light there, and it's got a extrusion aluminum there, so
aluminum, and I can see the ballast out and all that. So I think there's a lot of added value there, and that's why I kept it. But generally, not too bad. So we did what did we do? We did $70 and 48, roughly 49. So 120 something, I guess. It's not that much, but what do you do? The prices are low. I mean, the prices were like 180 not too long ago, and the prices just keep dropping now. So we're just gonna keep trying to get more and stuff. But what's gonna happen is, as soon as the price drops $10, a whole bunch of people start falling out again that don't do it no more. Another $10, more, and then more and more, and pretty soon the price will be so low, no one's gonna bother grabbing the stuff. So there'll be so much trash everywhere, or so much scrap metal. Because if it goes down like $60 a ton, $40 a ton, say, you know, you get my only truck, when I fill it up, it's only maybe a ton and a half, because the tin is light, right? So it wouldn't really be worth it. But you know, there's all other stuff to scrap too. Like there's, you know, you can be more selective. Maybe don't grab, you know, light stuff. Just grab, you know, stuff that got weight, right? Or grab, you know, wires or whatever you think is worth more. But anyways, regardless, the price is low. Okay, I'm gonna grab the next material now. One fridge in my van, and all the fridges there, and I'm going to my storage yard after. Okay, stay tuned. Oh, wow. Let's see, full of pots maybe or something. Right near my house. Wasn't here, they just dumped it out a few minutes ago. By this area 3 times. Oh, it's gonna make a good load again. Come on, why is it not going up all the way for some reason? Oh, it's a really heavy stove. I can't believe how heavy this is. A gas one, but so heavy. See, as long as I'm not touching the sensor, I think I'm okay. There's a bike over here. Past the guy over there, he doesn't know. Oh yeah, this junk here is metal here. Flat tires. Yeah. Got kind of fake training wheels on it. There's a chair dumped here. Probably garbage. So much junk around here, I'll tell you. It's a pretty heavy bike. That stove's probably at least 200 pounds heavier than normal. Yeah, they threw metal there, so it's obviously garbage. Okay, I'm gonna go to my storage still. Grab the rest of those dispensers. Should have a good full load. Scrap yard closes within the hour. Perfect. Looks like it's gonna be full. Makes it, wow. It's awesome. All this, got microwaves here. I think it's at least four microwaves. full. One dispenser here. Okay, I'm thinking 1,200 pounds, I'm hoping, but how do you know, right? But you know, it might not be that heavy. Gotta be at least 1,000 minimum. Okay. There's the IKEA scrapper. Already dropped a piece. Just fell off his truck. Or his car. Or whatever you call that thing. Watch. Get a little closer if I can go around the corner. Oh, he's gonna stop, pick it up. You gotta pick his 2 cents up. This guy. Here's the IKEA scrapper. Over there. There it is. IKEA scrapper. How do people drive it? His car's stuffed. Everything's stuffed like my van would be, but the roof is incredible. All he cared about, him losing, he didn't care about what fell down, he just cared about anything else that will fall down. That's all he's doing, is just make sure, you know, whatever is sitting on his car is not going to fall down. Amazing. DOT was just around here earlier when I was leaving the last scrapyard. They were driving through here. CVS, or what do they call them? They're like DOT. Come out there and jack you up on your vehicle. But hilarious. I wonder how much stuff he lost so far. All he did, pull a corner and the metal went flying like that. Boom. Okay, we're approaching scrapyard. Let's hope we got a payday here. That's all this big scrap I have left now. Okay. Sold the metal there at I think 1,160 pounds, something like that. Came out to like 69 something. Also had some #1 steel mixed in there with some auto cast. 157 pounds for almost $14 or something. So altogether we had a total, well, the auto cast had sitting in my yard, but the other one wasn't too bad. So we had 2 loads, like I say, today 2 loads went. We had altogether about 2,500 pounds of steel and tin mixed. And then we had a van load of you know, air conditioners, all that kind of stuff. You saw that earlier. Went to a different yard, and you saw my red van, little red there. That one had a full load, and that was like 800 pounds or whatever it was. So actually, we probably did closer, a little bit over 3,000 pounds of tin in last day or so. Actually, that's 2 days of scrap metal. That's not too bad. And today you saw what we found today. So it was a pretty good day all in all. Not too bad. Super happy. I'll put totals in the title, I guess, because I don't know, I have to add them all up there. It wasn't a big money or nothing, but you know, it's kind of what it is. The prices are low, and for now they're all saying it's still dropping. So we lost $10 today. So I lost $4 in the first load. So I lost probably about $15 today. Would have covered, you know, days of gas, you know. So well, can't do much about it. When it starts getting lower than 100, it gets to a point it's not worth it. Because if I made 70 bucks today, or okay, say we can combine 2 days, so I made say 140 in 2 days, I would probably spent $140 in gas. I would say $40 in gas, so that's at least 100 bucks I made, maybe. It's kind of hard to tell because I put $100 in yesterday and had, you know, like, it's up past 3/4, and now it's down between half and 3/4. So you don't know with this tank. It's a big tank. It takes about maybe 170, 180 to fill it up if it's pretty empty. Anyways, it was a good day all in all too bad, not too bad. So anyways, don't forget to subscribe and share, like. As always, thanks for watching. Have a great day. All the best.